For any young cyclist dreaming of one day turning professional, competing in the Junior National Series is the starting line on their journey to success. And as they aim to follow in the tyre tracks of their cycling heroes, they must face gruelling courses, extreme physical and mental demands, and the danger of racing on open roads. But for many young cyclists, the biggest challenge isn't on the roads. It is the financial barriers of taking part at all. The cost of bikes, equipment, coaching, travel and fees to join a team run into thousands of pounds a year. This prices many young riders out of the sport they love and widens the gap between those who can afford to compete and those who cannot. One team is aiming to close this gap by providing free equipment, coaching and financial support to their riders. Team PAU is giving opportunities to young cyclists with raw talent, potential and drive to reach the top and breaking down the financial barriers they could otherwise face. But this approach is not without its challenges. After a promising debut season, can Team PAU compete against the biggest and strongest teams in junior racing? Can they survive the brutal demands of the National Series? And can they unearth the next hidden gem of cycling? Find out in Closing the Gap. Episode 2, The Training Effect.
What is that one?
That's Ipswich again.
Ipswich. My favourite race. My favourite race. That was when it was so wet. Do you remember how wet it was?
That's why you brought the van.
That convinced me to get rid of a car and buy a bloody transporter.
I like this one. This one makes me sound good. Gammons comes third in Belgian race. Born 16-year-old Maddie Gammons, RP Vision racing team, competed in the European UCI cyclocross elite women's race at Koppenberg, Belgium on Tuesday. The teenager had a great ride and finished in 35th place and was the third junior overall.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I like that one.
I remember that.
So I've been cycling since I was about 12. I got into it through our local club. I think I always wanted to become a pro cyclist, and I think that's every cyclist's dream. Once they start getting good and getting good results, they go, oh, I want to be a pro. So that was definitely a dream, and to be able to race some of the races I did, I raced the Tour de Yorkshire, which was the most amazing experience, and things like that, and being able to say that I've got results like second at national championships, it's just amazing. When I was riding my bike a couple of years ago, it was before one of the National Series races. I was doing my activation ride and I got hit by a car, and I found out that I got concussion, and it was one of those things it took a long time to recover from. It took me a long time to come to terms with the fact that I wasn't going to race anymore. I only really came to terms with that like this year. That's what kind of spurred me to go from the racing side of things into the coaching and sort of helping the younger generations. And then from there, I kind of saw PAU advertising and looking for somebody to help. And I thought, you know what, it's perfect. It's exactly the opportunity that when I was a junior, there wasn't the team to be on. So it's the exact opportunity that I wanted to help support. So that's sort of what got me into the coaching side of things. So Team PAU's an environment where we're not necessarily choosing the ready-made cyclists that have come up from youth and are basically already professional bike riders. We're choosing the people with a pool of talent that we think that's just raw, and we can just try and develop that. And to kind of get riders from that starting point and see that progress, it's such a big leap. Whereas if we come in with like those bigger riders, you're already expecting that, and there's so much expectation on the riders. Whereas with our riders, the expectation is their own goals. Harrison's already impressed with, he's done his first road race this year and he's already got a top 30. I think he's a really kind of all-round rider. On a race day, you just see him sat there. He's not necessarily the loudest person, but he's properly focused, and you know he knows what he's got to do and focuses on getting the job done.
I'm Harrison Evans, I'm 16 and I ride for Team PAU. On the morning of a race, I get really nervous, but I know I've done all the prep going up to it, so I just try not to think about it, just get ready, eat and just get in the zone. So first cycling memory would be riding around like on stabilisers, just, I don't know, going over puddles, just having fun. My aim for the 2025 season is to like just have a good solid first year, get some results, gain experience and just get used to the road because it's my first full season on it.
You've got your helmet, glasses,
Yeah.
arm and leg warmers.
Yeah.
I've got some spares in the back of the van if you want a second set. And lots of gels.
Yeah.
Okay, what about your pillow?
Yeah, I've got
Wash bag? Overnight things?
Yeah,
Is everything named?
named enough.
Okay.
Callum, you've got half an hour. Remember, you need to make lunch and have breakfast.
Hi, I'm Callum. I'm Harrison's older brother and I rode for Team PAU last year. We've had a really good time because we always went away with a team and they're great people and it's a good laugh.
Yeah, my brother's definitely supportive of me, like he wants me to do the best because he knows how hard I train, so.
Oh, there's a massive rivalry between us because last year in the local cyclocross league there was a couple of races that he did beat me and I couldn't allow that to happen, so I had to step it up a bit.
But he's 2 years older than me, so we've never really been in the same category.
I've got absolutely no worries that he'll be able to outperform me during a race, so it's absolutely fine.
This year I want to get a better result than my brother did last year. Got to aim for top 6 on the stage.
No, he's absolutely not going to.
As a first year, I think he would accept that better than him.
If he does manage to perform better than me, well, I can take a bit of credit for that, because I had to push him on to perform that well.
It's 9 o'clock.
If he starts winning, I'm going to have to maybe tone down my advice and make him slow down.
Have you got any tips for Harrison, having done a stage race before? And this is his first one?
No.
No.
So this weekend's race is the first stage race for the team. It's a 2-day stage race at Witham Hall. So Witham Hall is about 10 minutes from the place that I grew up. So they're all my old local training roads. I've raced the race there. It was the first ever junior women's national series. So that was quite cool. I raced that one. I came 11th, I think. But yeah, so it's just a really quite a cool race to be able to go from having raced it to then being able to kind of help support people at that race. So just a few points on the course. So the first left-hander, coming up towards that, there's a lot of potholes on the left, so just be wary there because they're quite big. And also in the inside of that left corner. And also we've got some quite strong sprinters here. So we've got Owen and Harrison. So just think about if we are all together, maybe trying to help one of the sprinters to just get a bit further up the group, because as long as you're finishing at the front of the group, you're still in the same time zone. So the first stage is a Kermesse stage. It's 12 laps of a short circuit. It's really flat. There's going to be really big crosswinds, so it's going to be a really interesting race. I think there'll probably be a break, but it'll be really interesting to see what happens.
What if there's been a crash?
I'm going to go and ask Donna if she saw him. Donna, did you see Harrison?
No, but I filmed it and then I saw someone coming up. So I'll have a look, but it just makes me so nervous. Oh. He has grey shoes, so they're his. That's him.
Yeah. They're all in there.
Yeah.
There's Ted, Vian and Hugh, all together. That's really nice to see all the boys together. They're all in the middle of the group, so that's really solid. Good time for going into stage 2. tomorrow morning in the time trial.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Time for number 24 is 4:59.
Our fastest rider was Harrison. He just managed to break the 5-minute mark, so that's a really good time. Yeah, they've done really well. We don't really have any specific time trialers in the team, so it's really good to see them kind of mixing it in with the big boys. I think the fastest time so far was a 4:46. So yeah, they're not too far off, which is really good to see.
Sunday afternoon is the main road stage, 113k, and it's 1,200 metres of elevation, so it's definitely going to be tough. And it's just constant climbs. Like, there's no huge hill, but it's just constant. So I think it's going to split up quite a bit, and I just got to be in good position on the first couple of laps, like going into the climbs. So when it does split, I'm in the right half of it. It's going to be really hard, I think. A hard day, but that's what racing's for. So throughout the race, felt pretty strong. Like, got towards the front in some climbs a few times.
Oh no! Harrison's had a mechanical. Oh, that's gutting.
But then, with 2 kilometres to go, I had a mechanical, so I had to change bike. But chased back on and did catch up the peloton.
It's really hard once you've been distanced from the group to even get back on at any stage of the race, but to do it within that final 5k is just amazing. We were really, really impressed.
Yeah, it's obviously really annoying because I clearly had legs left to get back on, and like, if it didn't happen, I could have got, I don't know, top 20, top 10, you never know, but.
Very well served, winner Max. Yeah. Can we have top 3 together, please?
I've just seen such a good attitude from all the riders this weekend, and they've been all so positive. Even if they've had a bad experience, they've all kind of picked themselves up, and the riders have picked each other up, which has been really nice. Like, a couple of the riders had a bit of a bad day yesterday on the Kermesse, but they stuck together and really helped each other, so it was really nice to see the riders kind of gelling as a team.
I'm definitely going to take away like a lot of confidence that I am up there in the race. Like, the sickle wasn't just a fluke, and just like looking forward to getting better results.
The thing is, you can train fitness and you can train endurance, but you can't train, have that kindness of spirit, and he's just got a huge amount of potential left in him.
Let's go to work.